Hello, everyone. My name is Sella, and I'm really happy to be here as a guest on this podcast today. Since the new year has just arrived, I thought this would be the perfect moment to pause, look back, and reflect on my 2025, a year that truly changed me in many ways. If I had to describe my 2025 in one word, I would say growth. 2025 was a very important year in my life because I was a senior high school student. Being in my final year of high school meant that every decision I made felt more serious and more meaningful than ever before. Academically, I studied harder than I ever had in my life. I spent most of my time preparing for the university entrance exam. There were long days filled with revision, practice tests, and pressure. I won't lie, there were moments when I felt exhausted and overwhelmed. Sometimes, I doubted myself and wondered if I was doing enough. But through that process, I learned how to be disciplined, patient, and resilient. One of the most important things that happened in 2025 was that I finally discovered my dream and passion. After a lot of thinking and self-reflection, I realized that I want to become an architect. I've always been fascinated by buildings, spaces, and how design can influence the way people live and feel. In 2025, I made the decision to seriously pursue architecture as my future career. That decision changed my mindset completely. From that point on, studying was no longer just about passing exams. It became a way for me to move closer to my dream. Even when things were difficult, I reminded myself why I started, and that gave me the strength to keep going. Besides studying, my friendships were also a very important part of my year. Almost every Saturday, my friends and I went to a cafe together. Those cafe trips became our little tradition. We didn't just go there to relax or drink coffee. We discussed our studies, shared tips, talked about upcoming exams, and supported each other emotionally. Sometimes, we talked about our dreams and fears. Sometimes, we laughed, complained, or simply enjoyed being together. Those moments helped me release stress and reminded me that I wasn't alone on this journey. I truly believe that having supportive friends made a big difference in how I survived such a challenging year. Another major change in my life during 2025 was related to accommodation. My family moved to a new place that is closer to my school. Our old house had become quite old and run down, so moving felt necessary. At first, I felt a little nervous about adjusting to a new environment. However, the new neighborhood turned out to be wonderful. The neighbors were very friendly and welcoming, which made the transition much easier. Living closer to school also helped me save a lot of commuting time, giving me more time to study, rest, and take care of myself. Speaking of taking care of myself, 2025 was also the year when I started paying more attention to my physical and mental health. I began practicing yoga regularly. Yoga helped me relax, reduce stress, and stay calm during intense exam periods. I also made a conscious effort to stop eating fast food as often as before. Instead, I tried to eat healthier and be more mindful of what I put into my body. On top of that, I challenged myself by starting a new sport, swimming. At first, swimming wasn't easy. I felt tired quickly and wasn't very confident in the water. But I didn't give up. Over time, swimming became something I truly enjoyed. It made me feel stronger, more balanced, and more connected to myself. When I look back at my 2025, I don't just see academic pressure or big decisions. I see a year full of learning, self-discovery, and personal growth. Of course, it wasn't a perfect year. There were failures, fears, and moments of uncertainty. But every challenge taught me something valuable. As this new year begins, I feel grateful for everything 2025 gave me. It prepared me for the future and helped me understand who I want to become. I know the journey ahead won't be easy, but I feel ready. Ready to keep learning, growing, and chasing my dream of becoming an architect. Thank you for listening to my story. and I hope my journey can inspire you to reflect on your own year as well.